Hey folks, this is Kalani. Another little tip for making a little bit of gold in Guild Wars 2. Now, sadly this does require a little bit of gold to start with, and the more the better. So, what we'll be doing is taking advantage of the Mystic Forge ability for you to throw in 4 rares and potentially, and notice how I say potentially, get an exotic. So, what we'll be using is Major Sigils. Now, these work with the rare to exotic recipe, I guess, in that you can put 4 random ones in the Mystic Forge, and you have a chance. Alright, stay with me on this one. Chance to get a superior rune, the exotic version. Now, sadly, this is only chance, and as opposed to my previous video where that was ectoplasm shuffling, I'll link that below in case you haven't seen that. This one's further into the risk reward area of gold making, in that you are risking a higher amount of gold to turn over a vastly higher profit margin. So what kind of profit margin are we looking at, Kalani? Well, potentially 8 gold, 15 silver. In a snap, just like that. That would be from getting a superior rune of divinity. At the recording of this video, they are selling for 8 gold and 30 silver. So a little bit less, I guess, in the profit margin because you're spending around 15 silver. So this has a few steps. The first step would to be pick up your major sigils. So to do this, you want to go into the trading post. Now bear in mind, it doesn't really matter what sigil you're using, so we can kind of pick and choose which ones we want to put in the trading post. So if we go to the trading post, what you want to do is type in major sigil, show filters, and put that to rare. Submit that and you'll get a list of all the major sigils. You'll also get recipes as well, so it's kind of annoying, just ignore those. So you can either go through all of this and basically see which is the cheapest, or you can sort by price. So we can see this has changed since I did it a few minutes ago, so you'll need to keep an eye on this. The cheapest major sigil is Major Sigil of Smothering at 388. Now, it was Major Sigil of Air, now they're 399. So you need to keep an eye on the prices. So each time you want to do this, don't go for the same one, make sure you're buying the cheapest one. Note that the 2 cheapest ones just changed, but they're exactly the same, they are 388 now. But there is only one available of this Major Sigil of Dreams at 388. I kind of want to leave that there because potentially no one will buy that and then the price goes down. So we'll look at Smothering. 1 available, 13 available at 96. Now that's no good because we need a minimum of 4. So we'll buy up 2 of those. And that has refreshed. Excellent. It's still the cheapest. No, it's not. What are you doing? Refresh. There we go. So we got Dreams and Water. If we go to Water, we got 1 and then 22. That's a nice round number of 4. So we'll buy those up. If it actually buys them, there we go. Now I'm going to be spending around 10 gold in this video. So I'll go buy some runes and get back to you. Alright, so I ended up picking up quite a variety of runes, which is a little annoying, I'll be honest, but never mind. Took me down just below 30 gold, so I spent maybe around 8-9 gold. Kind of sad that it took me below 30 gold, I like round numbers. But anyway, I'll show you the second part. So we want to go back into the... no, we don't want sigils. Trading post, you want to do the same search. And you're looking for ones which you know, or rather, you want to know the price of your runes. So we want to look at the highest selling major sigils, because obviously these are
Nothing can bring me
So
down.
you're going to have more major sigils than superior. This is just the way it's going to go. And to make it a little less risky, you don't really want to be throwing any major sigils which net a profit back into the Mystic Forge. So essentially we're looking at anything above here, because 16 silver is too close to a break-even point that we can just potentially throw it in again. I don't know. You got to look at it in terms of you spent 4 runes to get that rune. So I guess you could either sell it to buy a few more, or you can accept that you've kind of maybe messed up a bit and just throw it back in. It's your choice. You can sell it back to get some cheaper runes, which I guess you can keep going for longer. It just depends how comfy you are with losing gold. Okay, so we should be happy for a Scholar, Ranger, Generosity, Mad King, Carcass Slaying. Very happy for a Carcass Slaying, though I seriously doubt they'll sell. So, the third part is luck. And in case you're wondering about the superiors, practically any superior will net you a profit. So, if you get a superior, yay. If you get a superior of Divinity, Eagle, Scholar, Air, Dolyak, Guardian, or Lissa, yay, 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 because they are currently the only superiors over 3 gold. So, we'll have a look at this. First thing to mention is that if you are using the same sigil, and only the same sigil, for example I've got 23 sigils of water, you notice that you can't put them into the Mystic Forge as a stack. So what you're actually going to have to do in your bag is to split them. You notice that this gives us new stacks in the Mystic Forge. All sigils of water. Simple. Let's have some fun. First superior sigil. Shall we see how much money we've made already? Or not, as the case may be. Just happened to be one of the superior sigils, which will net you a loss. But that's fine. That's okay, because we've got plenty more to do. Okay, so I ran over the major sigils, but that's fine. It would seem as though, do a quick count up, 4, 6, 7, just over 8 gold if these all sell. That's at asking price as well, not selling price. So we'll have a look, see. Potential 5, 7. No, I want this one. No. Trading post, what are you doing? I broke it. Okay, yes, have a look at battle, now have a look at air. Thank you. 40, what was I on? 7. 7, so about, if we add these together, That's 8, 9, we'll call that 9. So we'll call that about 10 gold, potentially, if they all sell. Not a bad profit. Not a bad profit at all, considering where we started. So you can see, it does make money, if you are lucky. We sadly didn't get any of the ones that we wanted, although battle is going for quite a lot. That's very nice. Yeah, but as I said, remember, it is risk reward. It's probably in between ectoplasm shuffling and unidentified die flipping. Now, I love to flip dies. I really, really love to flip dies. Really love to flip dies. But, again, it's risk reward. Flipping dies is very high risk, potentially very high reward. This, not so much reward, but the risk is also a lot lower. You also get to play about in the Mystic Forge. Yay. So there's that. Thanks for watching, folks. Good luck and have fun if you're trying this. I hope you get all the Doliacs, all the Divinities, all the Eagles, and potentially a few battles. I'll see you next time.